Yo, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to a brand new episode of the Minuteman Movie Reviews. I am your host, you can call me Alex, and today I'm going to be reviewing the movie Paint, starring Owen Wilson. Now, this movie isn't set to be released until April 7th, but yesterday I went to the Regal Theaters where they do a mystery movie Monday, where you don't know what you're watching. You're kind of walking in blindly and you won't know what you're watching until the movie hits, and it was a really fun experience. I can't wait to do it again, and you get a chance to see a movie super early. Now, I want to start off by talking about the movie a little bit, because going into the movie Paint, I thought it was a biopic of Bob Ross. Obviously his character is influenced by Bob Ross, the way the character talks, the way the character looks. He's a painter on PBS, but it has nothing to do with Bob Ross's life. They don't even use his name, none of that. It's a whole different story, and it basically follows the story of this painter who has been on TV for 20 something odd years. He was like the star of the show. He kept the network ratings up and everything like that, and it basically transitions into him, kind of his style running old, and then they bring in a new fresh painter, and then they slowly kick him out. And whereas once he was the man of the show, now you slowly start seeing them treating him like old news, and slowly kicking him out. And they have this new fresh painter, and the audience loves her. It's basically that story of out with the old, in with the new. All right, so without further ado, let's go ahead and get into the review.
Wow, that rhymed. I might use that.
Start my timer. Let's go. All right, first thing that I'll say about Paint is that this movie was absolutely phenomenal. As soon as I saw it pop up on the movie theater screen, I was totally shocked. I was super excited. I had been wanting to watch this movie for a while. I love Owen Wilson. First things first, the writing in this movie was absolutely tremendous. It had so many different storylines going on in one movie. If you weren't paying attention to it, it's kind of not hard to miss, but I guess it can go overlooked. The brilliance of everything that was going on in that movie. There was humor. I laughed. There was people in the audience that were cackling like hens. You had the struggles of him being a painter and why he was doing what he was doing with his paintings. If you watch the movie, you'll see what I'm talking about. Pay attention to everything that's going on. And I can see how somebody could watch this movie and say that it was boring. If you actually watch it and dissect everything that's going on, the brilliance of it, the writing is just phenomenal. Owen Wilson was basically Owen Wilson in this movie. He didn't really add anything. He was basically Owen Wilson with the afro wig on. The supporting cast was great. Overall, I can't say enough good things about this movie. Now, for the rating, I thought very long about this one, because I didn't want to give it too high of a rating, because as great as the movie was, there was a lot of things that I feel like they could have did better. There were some dry parts in the movie where I was kind of just sitting there and you kind of like pick the pace up a little bit. But another thing that I wanted to add about the movie, my only other complaint, is that timeline of the movie seemed a little bit weird. Like, it felt like the movie was set in the 70s. They kept going back 19-20 years and back to the current timeline, and everything in the movie was old that they were using. The TVs, pretty much everything in the movie felt old. There was like new age things thrown in the mix at some points that left everybody like super confused. Like, they were talking about Dancing with the Stars. There was like a huge flat screen TV at one moment, and they were talking about Ubers. Like, the girl's like, my Uber's here, and he's like, I don't know what that is. So I don't know if that was like a play. The director, like maybe the director or wrote it in there to be funny, or I have no idea, but that was my only other complaint. It was really confusing. Like, nobody knew when the movie was set. Overall, the movie, like, that's just like if I'm nitpicking, you know what I mean? So I'm gonna give this movie a strong 9.1 out of 10. It was absolutely phenomenal. Please go see the movie. Support these small films so that way we can get more of them. I absolutely love this movie. That'll be all for this movie review. I appreciate you guys for all the support, the feedback that I'm getting. Make sure you guys tune in to the next review, and I will catch you all in a minute.
I don't want no